Yeah, there's no more point in continuing on playing any more of In the Galaxy. I've played a bit more off camera, and you're really not missing anything. All the stuff you saw in the 4 episodes which actually did play the hack, there's nothing really all that different. Still similar problems like secret exits that are too obvious. More annoying so are definitely the ones where the secret exit and the normal exit are right next to each other at the very end in plain sight, so you gotta do the level twice. I think this happened once more off camera. Somewhere in World 7, the last level. And also just gonna browse through this hack. Just look at levels. Not even sure which ones belong to whom. Because yeah, this guy Ivan stolen from a multitude of hacks. Super Mario Infinity's 1 and 2, Classic Mario 2. Apparently, I also played a level from Yoshi Fanatic's Mario Strange Quest, which was the predecessor to Yoshi's Strange Quest. Yeah, and there was also one remake of a level from Super Mario Bros. 3. This level is the exact same as this one, except the graphics are changed. No, I am not kidding. I actually ran into this clone like somewhere in World 5 while Grass Plains was in World 1. These munchers don't work. At least you tried not to make floating munchers, but ugh. A bunch of the levels were terrible. And there's a bunch of levels that just felt out of place, so I'm not so sure whether these just got taken from some other hack. I may not even know of what hack some of these levels got taken from. I think this is exactly what happened here. Ivan is a beginner. He's a noob. And the advice I give to all noobs is, start out small. Don't go all out. You'll be lucky to even finish half of it if you try to go all out. Just do something small like 1 or 2 worlds. But no, this guy took it all the way. This guy made a 110 exit hack, a 98 exit hack, and apparently this one is 69 exits, and 2 demos in between. All in the span of a month or 2, or I don't know. Like, as soon as he got unbanned, like 3 days later, he put something else up that was like 69 exits. Yeah, it takes a lot of time to make a huge hack. Because, yeah, you can't just make levels in like 5-10 minutes. Like, that is not how it works. I'm assuming Ivan thought that was how it worked, and the result was horrendous. The overworld, of course, you know that's Rykon's. In fact, I think I'm even going to go and just show you this clip of the music that was used in the original submission to Rykon's overworld. Go look at the overworld in this series, and the music is clearly a downgrade. This is because Rykon's overworld used sampled music, and Ivan, well, I'm willing to take a guess that Ivan had no clue how to insert the sampled music, thus resulting in, well, this random song choice, assumably made in, like, well, I don't know how long it took for him to make that song choice, but it probably didn't take long at all, considering it's far inferior to what we had originally. Oh, and Rocky Crater? I think this is it. You know, the test room! Just copying the test room over and over again? Like, why? Why? And I think the level is impossible. There's like no way to get up here. Like, I couldn't find it unless you had a cape. But even then, I don't know if you could get a running boost on terrain like this. So, just, yeah. I think this level is impossible. Just a sign that he didn't test this. Considering it took very little time to put this hack together and it was so big, I'm willing to bet he cut corners in every way possible. Like, he didn't test any of it, his designs probably. He probably couldn't test anything. Probably didn't make fixes wherever they were needed, and how much of the content is actually stolen. Also, another thing. A bunch of the levels in this hack are actually stolen from other hacks, like, as I already said, Super Mario Infinity 1 and 2, Classic Mario World 2, and now I just figured out that Mario Strange Quest had a level taken from it. Obviously, Yoshi Fanatic, author of Mario Strange Quest, did not give Ivan permission to use any of his levels. Yet Ivan still did it anyway. In fact, I think this is what it all comes down to. Ivan saw these huge hacks and thought how impressive they were, not knowing what effort and sacrifice must go behind these huge hacks. He thought he'd be able to do it himself and become a great hacker, but really, he just wasn't able to pull it off. Huge hack takes like forever to make. Like, Colossus, for me, started a year ago. I'm planning to have 99 exits, and it's probably going to take a little more time to actually have that finished. It started almost a year ago. That started in January, now it's October, and I'm still not done. Ivan would have had a hack like that finished in, like, much less time, but obviously, a bunch of levels would be stolen, overall would be stolen, levels wouldn't be tested, graphics would look like shit, musical selection would be bad, and yeah. You know, also, I was confused that Justin, Lindsay, Beth, Owen, Noah, who are these people? I then looked at the intro message again. It said, the Screaming Gophers members got totally... Who are the Screaming Gophers? So, I Googled it to check who they were, and turns out it has something to do with a show named Total Drama Island. It has something to do with a show named Total Drama Island. The Screaming Gophers is one of the two opposing teams on Total Drama Island, the other being the Killer Base. The Screaming Gophers originally consisted of Owen, well, there's Owen, Gwen, Beth, well, that's where Beth came from, Trent, Justin, well, there's Justin, Lashana, Heather, Cody, Noah, oh, there's Lindsay, apparently she's Sleeping Beauty. In the episode Not So Happy Campers, Part 2, Katie and Sadie, being inseparable, begged Chris to let them be on the same team, and after a while, Chris lets Katie switch to the Killer Base. Why the fuck am I reading this? What does this have anything to do with Ivan's hack whatsoever? Somebody tell me! Anyway, now that that's over, Classic Mario World 2, I was able to open easily enough. I mean, that hack wasn't locked. Readings hacked, however, were locked. I then figured out that there was a tool called Recover Lunar Magic. This tool allows you to unlock a locked hack just in case you got locked outside of it by accident, and the author of the tool states that he doesn't like it when people lock hacks and he thinks it's unnecessary. Though, the downside to RLM is that it will allow people to steal others' work, which is what happened here. But then I figured out something else crazy. I tried unlocking Super Mario Infinities 1 and 2 with Recover Lunar Magic to no avail. I thought maybe my computer wasn't working because it was Vista and Vista was total shit. I thought I was going to have to try it on another computer. I thought Recover Lunar Magic was bugged. I downloaded it again, but no. It turns out Reading found another method to trick Recover Lunar Magic into thinking that the hacks aren't locked, but in reality, they are. But then I found out how to bypass that method and break it and open up the hacks. But then I also had another problem. All of the graphics are garbled up and I had no idea how to fix it. I tried it in Lunar Magic version 2.30. I was thinking maybe that was too new. Went down to 2.21, then went down to 1.63, but still, no dice. So let me get this straight. Ivan can't insert sample music. He can't design any sort of good level whatsoever. He has a hard time assembling graphics, yet he can figure out how to figure out what Reading did to lock the hack and trick RLM, bypass it, and then fix the graphics to steal the levels? What the fuck? Does this hack even deserve a final verdict? Oh, we're gonna do it anyway. Yeah, let's try and come up with a final verdict for this one, despite the fact a bunch of the content is stolen, so not like this is gonna matter in the end. Graphics? Some of them had bad palettes, like pretty much every castle level imaginable in this hack. Well, Ivan didn't even try to do anything fixing the ledge here, and just took the default slope and just put it there, despite the fact they don't look anything alike. And you see it there again. And what the hell is this random table doing out here sitting there? Like, how does that make any sense? Music? Pretty dull and random selection that pretty much no thought was put into it. At least he didn't try to sample the music, so we don't have anything that could be used as a weapon against somebody at Guantanamo. You can be thankful for that, to think about. Gameplay, of course, this is bad. Although I also had a horrible experience with Link's Adventure. Well, the levels are just flat, empty, and you could just really jump over everything. Everything was just able to run at top speed, jump over everything, and every level in Link's Adventure was pretty much like that. Plus, it also had some flaws to it that also really just took it down. This hack, however, actually felt kind of similar. Some of the levels were more involved, but then again, I don't even know if Ivan could have built some of those levels, or if he just stole them from other people entirely. And apparently the levels Ivan can build are just starless muncher runs, and they look like they could just be done in 5 minutes. I don't even give two shits anymore. If you want to find out an appropriate verdict for this one, go on ahead, but I'm just gonna go with 0.